Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, hopefully elect. Just real quick, I was kind of meditating on this all day, throughout the day, on this warrior mindset that we are developing through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Because when it's all said and done, and the fact that we're getting our masculine frame back, and more and more we're saying, the hell with this place, right? Like the scriptures talk about casting off the burdens of man. I'll get that real quick. Let's take an edges. And just bear with me. I am a little bit under the weather, but hey, like I said, because it's just like the hell with it, the hell with all this, and again, because like the scriptures say, I'll probably get that as well, but as far as not getting too caught up into the things pertaining to this life, because even these fake and phony Christians, they like to plagiarize the scriptures. They like one of the things they like to plagiarize is they like to say let go and let God, right? Well, that's what we're learning, because again, when it comes down to it, when it's all said and done, shit hits the fan. The just are going to live by faith, and it's easier said than done, because it is a process, But like I said, this is what we're developing through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. This certain level of mindset that we're having, or that we ought to have. All right, for when it's all said and done, and we're not gonna know where our next meal is gonna come from. It's just gonna be a lot of uncertainty where we're not gonna know. Well, that's why we're in a training process now. You see. We're in the training grounds now, because again, when the Lord He puts us through certain things and certain situations to let us know that He's been here the whole time. He's dealing with us. He was here the whole time. Because it is a process. We can't just wake up one day and just automatically we have all this faith. No, it's a process. So again, going back to this mindset, this warrior mindset. All right, and getting back our masculine frame, which consists of not, because you see, that's a problem with a lot of the Jake males, right? These beta males, they're effeminate, and when you go into the word effeminate, it goes into basically a lack of faith, without faith. All right, you see. Well, like I said, we are learning to. We're putting back on our masculine frame, which is a part of that is acquiring faith, walking in faith, because like the scripture says, one of my favorite scriptures on how we are more than conquerors, all right, by nature. Jake is, we're conquerors by nature, you see. But I'm going to get this in a second. It's just 14. Verse 14, let go from the immortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of men, put off now the weak nature. Because that's a trait that Esau, that's what we've learned in Esau, under his management, under his hand, under his captivity. You see, like the scriptures say, we put on a covering, but not of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We put on Esau's covering, and a part of that covering is thinking with the flesh, letting the flesh dictate what you do. You know, a lot of Jake males, they're ruled by their emotions. They let their emotions run them. So a lot of the Jakes are in the system, or end up in these uncertain predicaments. You know, but again, that's what we're learning. That's what we're being taught, is to put aside the flesh. You know, we're learning to conquer the flesh, put our feelings aside, put our emotions aside. All right, and leaning on Yahweh Shema Shai, trusting in His Spirit to guide us. Right. Let me get another one, but before I get that, I'm gonna get this again in 2 Ezra 14:14. Let go from the mortal thoughts. How am I going to pay my rent? You know, just got fired from my job. What am I going to do? Right? And all these things pertaining to, like I said, the mortal thoughts. You see, because again, the Lord puts us in these situations. And if the Lord is dealing with you, if you're one of His elect, He's going to make sure that you get the point. You get the picture that, hey, I'm here. You know, I've been here the whole time. You know, because with that being said, it becomes easier and easier as we get more in tune with the Spirit. It becomes more and more easier to just say the hell with all this, man. That's, like I said, man, it's just the hell with all this, you know. Like I said, I'm a little bit under the weather. I'm not feeling good, and just with everything that I've got going on, me personally, man, it's just like, man, the hell with all this shit, man. The hell with all this. The hell with this place. Just the hell with all this, man. You know, because you got to keep on trucking, man. You got to. The Lord told us, man, hey, gird up thy loins like a man. And then, like I said, part of being a man and putting back on our masculine frame is, hey, like I said, walking in the Spirit, letting the Spirit guide us, trusting in Yahweh Shema Shai, faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You know, knowing and understanding that the Lord's going to work it out no matter what. You know, because again, the just, man, the just are going to live by faith, because when it's all said and done, when all this shit gets shut down, then what? What are you going to do? I said this before, you know, how, hey, and I can see it. I can picture it, Jake, when the lights go out, you know, all hell breaks loose. Man, Jake, they're gonna be so focused on that PS5, the flat screen TV, going back to the, you know, trying to go back to the crib to get those Jordans. I can see it, you know. I can see it, because this is what Jake is concerned with. This is what Jake is concerned with, man. This is what's on Jake's mind. You know, Jake is weak, man. They're weak. They're effeminate. Because again, the time is going to come for a lot of us where we're going to have to leave all this shit behind. And for some of us, that means women, wives, children. And if you're not built up in the Spirit, then hey, you know, you're not going to make it out here, man. You know, because again, this is the things that Esau, this is what he's taught us. Right? Verse 15, it says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and hasty to flee from these times. So like I said, how am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to do this? Behind on bills, and the hell with all this shit, man. And it's easier said than done, and I'm speaking to myself. You know, brothers get caught up in jams, but like I said, you just get to a point where it's just like, all right, the Lord will work it out, man. So I don't know how, but the Lord will work it out. You know, I'll be telling my rib this all the time, because, you know, like I said, we be in jams, we've been, you know, pickles in certain situations, and I'm just to a point, because she's panicking, she's bugging out, and she's you know, looking to me, but I tell her all the time, like, we've been in this situation 1,000,001 times, man, and it's just, the Lord, He's delivered us 1,000,001 times, so it's just like, at this point, there's no need to panic, there's no need to worry, you know, there's no need to worry, you know, the Lord's going to take care of it. I don't know how. It's not for us to know how, but just know that He is. And He's going to take care of it. The Lord's going to take care of it, man. You see, and again, that's what part of putting on the masculine frame, and, you know, Like I said, these fake and phony Christians, they like to plagiarize, letting go and letting God. No, the elect, man, the just are really just going to let it all go and just leave it in the Lord's hands for real. You know? But I'm also going to do this since I'm here. In 2 Ezra 16. This is why a lot of us, man, we can't wait. Because we don't, again, you hear certain of us talk the way that we talk, but it's not to say that, because we don't know how it's going to play out for us. Because like I just read, man, hasty, you know, when you go on to read, it says, for greater evils are on the way, roughly paraphrasing. You know, because it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. That even the elect in that day, they're going to be like, damn, you know, like Esdras. Woe was me, who shall deliver me in those days? Right? Because we don't know how it's going to play out for us. But we just know that, again, he is. And he's going to work it out somehow, some way. Like he's been showing us. Like I said, we're in the training grounds. So somehow, some way, the Lord's going to work it out. He's going to work it out. Remember, we're more than conquerors. And if we're of the elect, then we already won the shit. We already got the victory through Yahweh Shah, man. You know, and that's another thing I've been meditating on is, because going back to my rib, man, and you know, it's natural. You know, women, you know, when it comes to having faith, that's not for them. All right, they're supposed to be effeminate without faith. You know, they're not supposed to know. They're not supposed to get it. They're supposed to panic and worry and stress. They're supposed to. You know, they're supposed to. I forgot what I was going to say, but going back to 2 Ezra 16. 2 Ezra 16. I'll start at verse 74. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand. But I will deliver you from the same. And you know the cool thing about it is, hold on a minute, I need some of this water real quick, man. I need some of this water, man. Dying in this fucked up town. Inside joke. But man. Gotta stop drinking that water out that plastic, man. The water in the bottle is much better. The glass bottle is much better. But I forgot what I was gonna say again, but it's all good. That's why we need those new bodies. But I was gonna say the water. I was gonna mention how, because you notice how I'm gonna read it again in verse 74. Hear, O ye my beloved. And you know, oftentimes when the scriptures refer to the beloved, like here, you know, that's pretty much like a code name for the elect. All right. It says, hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand. But I will deliver you from the same. So I was going to say, because you notice how, man, the Lord, when he talks the way that he talks to us, towards us, more so the hopefully elect, man, how the Lord talks to us, it's never a thing of, well, I don't know, you know, I don't know about this one. It's never a thing of not knowing. Like the Lord, he without a shadow of a doubt, like this is one of many scriptures where the Lord, without a shadow of a doubt, man, hey, I got you. Don't worry about it. There's never a thing of doubt. You know, the Lord never talked to us like, man, you know, this might be a little too hard for me. No, man. You know, the Lord always talks in assurance, like, don't worry about it. You know, in the season said the done, because like I said, well, like I just used the example with me and my rib, you know. Things happen and, you know, things come up and she's panicking, she's stressing, you know, and I just tell her, don't worry about it. You know, the Lord's going to take care of it, you know. And immediately I can see like her spirit, it for the most part, man, all the times her spirit just brings her to peace, you know, she brings her to ease, you know, because if she's panicking, right, if she's fearful and that spirit spreads off of you, then both of y'all just some both of y'all are just some scared ass little putty cats, man. You know? So again, gird up the loins like a man and know that he is. You know, because the Lord promised his elect that, hey, don't worry about it. I'm going to deliver you. I'm going to take care of you. You know, just like Jake talked to his rib. You know, we're the Lord's rib. You know how Jake talked to their rib. Hey, don't worry, baby. I got it, you know. Don't worry about it, baby. I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna take care of you. You know, don't worry about it. You know, that's how the Lord pretty much talks to us. Like, I got you, but you gotta believe. It says, verse 75, be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. And that's a commandment, believe it or not. Not having doubt, not being fearful. You know, that's a commandment. Cause hey, faith, man, that's, you know, that's no light thing. You know, that can, you know, that's like high treason if you don't have faith in the Lord. It says, and the God of them that keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord power. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. So you see, because that's the point. It said it's a guide. Because again, the Spirit of the Lord is going to be a guide unto those, man, you know, that put their trust in Him, that just really, no funny shit, man, really lay it all on the line, all chips on you, how about Shema Shai, because that's what it's coming to, you know. There's not going to be any more gray areas, no loopholes. It's eventually going to come to a point where it's going to be Yahweh Shema Shai or Esau. It's going to be all chips bet on Yahweh Shema Shai or all chips bet on Esau. And for those that put all their chips bet on Yahweh by Shema Shai, then hey, you're gonna be all right. You know, the Lord's gonna be, He's gonna guide them, His elect. And you see, this is what we're learning now. You know, to just let it all go and just let the Lord take care of it, man. You know, let the Lord take care of it. Let the Lord handle it, because hey, you know, the Lord knows what He needs. The Lord knows what we need, man. And it's beautiful because, you know, again, if you're paying attention, all right, you know, because like prophecy plays out every day, all right. And when I say prophecy, I'm not talking about wars or rumors of wars and, you know, the talks of the CBDCs and no, man. Even the minor things, because the scriptures talk about how the Lord feeds the birds of the heaven, right? Well, every day you see birds eating, right? Hey, that's prophecy playing out. You know, see the raccoons getting fed, the squirrels getting fed, all the animals, creatures getting fed. Well, how much more us? We're precious in the eyes of the Lord, man. How much more us? You know? You see, man? So don't worry about it, man. You know? Don't worry about it. The Lord's going to take care of it. All right? The Lord's going to take care of us, man. You know, I saw the testimony video, I don't know, forgot what camp it was, but with the you know, you had the brothers, man, they were doing their camp, and there was a swarm of bees, right? You know, and that was a beautiful display of, as I be talking about, how the flesh, you know, the flesh naturally wants to react one way, but the spirit, this is what we're learning, to let the spirit just guide us. Let the Lord's Spirit guide us, as I just read here. Because naturally the flesh wants to, you know, do its own thing. But we're learning to let the Spirit take over and guide us. Because going back to the video, the brothers, you know, there was a swarm of bees, and, you know, they were a little worried. You know, they were about to pack up camp. But one of the brothers, hey, he said, you know what, let's just wait it out. Let's just stay. You know, and he said it faithfully, because it's like, hey, you know, if we're doing what we're supposed to do, put my best foot forward, the Lord, hey, you got nothing to worry about. And that's sure enough. Hey, them swarm of bees, you know, they flew right by the camp. They flew right past the camp. Brothers untouched, unharmed, nothing, you know, nothing. Now, someone was getting jacked up, because you don't just have a swarm of bees like that for no reason. You know, someone was getting jacked up, but, you know, hey, that was a faith booster, man. You know, you got nothing to worry about. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, putting our best foot forward today, the Lord's going to take care of you. He's going to watch over. You're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. But you got to believe, you know. And that's what we're learning, man. To just, hey, let it all, lay it all on the line, lay it all in the hands of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. You know, because the Lord knows what we need, man. And, you know, hey, you know, I tell brothers sometimes, man, you know, every other week or so, man, it gets easier and easier. to just say the hell with all this, man. The hell with this place. Fuck the bills, and it gets easier. Now times are getting tougher. I know it's weighing more and more on brothers' mind, but like I said, with that being said, it's just getting easier to say, man, the hell with this, man. Being in that down and out spirit, that woe was me spirit, and you see, we're learning to just man up, man, and just deal with it. Be men. So I'm gonna get this in Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 38. Now the just shall live by faith. All right, so that's the point. All right, the just are going to live by faith, and faith is something that we can't see. All right, versus the things that we do see, we can't see. This is what Jacob's going to put their trust in, 2/3. This is what they're wholeheartedly going to believe in. But hey, again, when it all comes crashing down, when it's all said and done, when all the shit disappears, what are you going to do? Well, hey, the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah is going to be a guide unto us. All right. And we're just going to have the mindset like, man, hey, the hell with it. Because, hey, what did King David say? Hey, what the scriptures talk about King David? Wherever King David went, the Lord was with him. And that's how it's going to be with us. Because the Spirit is going to guide us, man. And we're just, we're really just going to leave it in the Lord's hands, man. Just, Lord, we all have a personal relationship with Yahweh Shema Shah, but it's just going to be like, Lord, we're going to be all right, man. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right, man. Yeah, we're going to be all right. And like I said, man, the hopefully elect, if we're of that number, man, we already defeated this shit. We already conquered this shit, man. Slakia, it came back to me. What I was saying to my rib, what I be telling my rib about having this defeated mindset, man. That shit is unattractive. That shit is, it's disgusting. Having that defeated mindset. I be telling the rib, man, stop. Every little thing comes up, man. You already, down and out and down for the count. Like, you gotta stop that, man. We gotta stop that. Having that defeated mindset. Have a winning mindset, man. Have a victory type mindset, man. Like, I already got this shit, man. I already defeated this shit, man. Because again, the elect, they already won it. They already got the victory. They already got the victory, man. So that's another thing I've been meditating on. Like, man, not having this defeated mindset. Like, have a winning mindset, a victory type mindset. Like, I got this shit, And I always say it's a thing of confidence, not cockiness. All right. Because who's fighting for us, man? Because of who has our back. Remember, we serve the King of the universe. So who can touch us? What can stop us, man? Not a damn thing, So we got this shit, man. We got it. We already defeated this shit, And hey, Lord willing, let that type of mindset. Because that's a warrior's attitude, man. That's a warrior's attitude. But Lord willing, let this translate over into when it's all said and done and all hell breaks loose out here. Like, hey, because, hey, it's just, I can see it, man. It's going to be a special spirit on the elect. Yeah, I can see how the elect are going to shine because it's just, again, when it's all bad, but yet you're going to have men out here laughing, drinking, eating. Jacob's going to be good. Brothers are going to be straight. And that takes a special spirit. That takes a special spirit to have. But like I said, hey, Lord willing, this, having this attitude, this warrior attitude, this, putting back on our masculine frame and just having a victory type attitude, Like, I already conquered this shit, man. I already defeated this shit. Rather let it defeat you, right? Lord willing, hey, it translates over into Jacob's trouble. So hopefully this is edifying. Call Halayim La Yahweh Bashim Al Shah. Shalom to you, hopefully.